What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Raise your hand if you think that this is not the kind of makeup that you should be putting on at 6 o'clock at night on a Monday. So I know I look a little bit wild, but I decided that I was going to have some fun with one of the palettes that I wanted to talk about today. This is the palette that I have on my eyes. This is the Hella palette, Odin's Eye in collaboration with Angelica. And there's a couple reasons why I wanted to wear this one today. I'm going to be talking a little bit about what I've been wearing. Have I been wearing the palettes that I talked about in my palettes that I'm excited to wear in the fall video that I posted a little over a month ago? Kind of recap that, tell you how many of those palettes I actually ended up using. And this one was definitely on there. But there's another reason too that I wanted to wear this one today. The Black Friday sale at Odin's Eye starts this Friday, obviously, Black Friday. And this palette is going to be, I believe, 40% off. And then after the sale, it's going to be gone forever. They're not restocking this. It's going to be completely discontinued. So if you want it, pick it up. This is what it looks like. This is an example of what kind of a look you can do with it. You don't have to be as wild as I was. This is like borderline clown makeup. I think also the fact that I have pale foundation on, I'm wearing my Lancome foundation, and I have this really intense lip on. Makes me look a little bit like a clown, but I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. You don't always have to be like cute and adorable, right? I mean, I guess you could say this is cute and adorable, but it's a little wild, right? It's a little over the top, but that's fun. It's fun to look like a clown sometimes. Nothing wrong with that. Honestly, the reason that I kind of got into makeup was because I wanted to do crazy looks like this. On my face, I'm wearing my Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 highlighter. You see the green? Super, super into this highlighter. Who knows? I got some more highlighters coming in the mail. Maybe I'll like those ones a lot better. I'll talk to you about those in a sec. But yeah, I talked about this one in my... It didn't snap, that was sad. I talked about this one in my products that are tempting me video. That was like the second video I ever did. Spoiler alert, I have a bunch more stuff that I talked about in that video coming in the near future. Because, you know, I just can't control myself. I'm also wearing Saccharin. That's the lip color that I'm wearing. This is from About Face. This is such a beautiful color. This one and Fireside, which is like the really intense red, are like my favorites from them. And then I'm also wearing, what's the name of this one? It's Not You, It's Me, which is a sparkly pink gloss. I don't know if you can see the sparkles on camera, but it's very sparkly. Okay, now we got all that stuff out of the way. I want to talk to you guys about what palettes I've been wearing, what palettes I wore that I talked about in that video, like kind of like ticking off like how many I actually wore versus how many I talked about. And then I also want to just kind of briefly discuss things that I may have purchased. I ordered some stuff from Kaleidos. They were having their sale early, and I said, you know what, this time last year I was thinking about buying these things. It's a whole ass year later. I might as well just do it. Like, I've been thinking about them that long. I might as well just do it. So I did it, and I ordered the whole set of the highlighters. I think it was, what was it, 30% off? And then I also got, well, actually, it's weird how they did it because it wasn't 30% off of what they've been selling it as. It was like 30% off of what they would all be individually, because I bought them as a set. The set is like cheaper than what buying them individually would be, right? But the way that they calculated the 30% off was they took it off of what all of the 8 highlighters would be on their own. A little sneaky there, but I caught it and I said, you know what? Whatever, it's still a discount. And I really wanted the products, so I just bought them. And I also bought, they had like a bundle thing going on where you could get the new face palettes, which I'm super excited for. I need a matte highlighter for doing things. I mean, I didn't need one today because my Lancome foundation is really light, and I didn't top it with the one size foundation, the powder foundation, like I've been doing. So I look a bit more pale. Oh, how does the contour look, by the way? Is it better in this video? Last time, oh my god, when I went to edit that video, oh my god, that contour played me. It looked so bad on camera. Not in pictures though, I don't know. Anyway, by the way, does this look make you think of like Avril Lavigne circa 2010? Because the pink and the green together, I don't know, it just gives me Avril Lavigne circa 2010. I think it was 2010 when she was doing the pink and the green. Anyway, that's off topic. But I bought one of the face palettes from Kaleidos. It has a matte highlight shade, and then it has like a bronzing sort of a shade, I guess, and then it has a gray contour shade. Like the shade that I have for contour, it is kind of cool tone, and you know, but it still kind of comes off a little bit like bronzer. But the one in the Kaleidos palette, I got the lightest one too because I wanted it to be nice and light. The one in the Kaleidos palette is gray, like it's completely gray, and I'm really excited to play with that. But yeah, so I bought that. I'm excited for these Black Friday sales. Honestly, I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of the Odin's Eye sale. Like I said, if you want this palette, grab it. But I think I'm going to, actually I know that I'm going to get the Soulmane 2 or Solmana 2, however you pronounce it. And Jessica is from Sweden, so she's kind of the authority on how to pronounce things like that. So she pronounces it Solmana. I'm going to be buying that palette, and I might get some of the highlighters from that collection. I'm not 100% sure because I just bought the highlighter vault from Kaleidos, right? Do I really need even more highlighters? Probably not. Am I gonna get them anyway? It's highly possible. Also, you can stack affiliate codes with the 40% off, at least as far as I've been told by these influencers. So if you stack, a code on top of the 40% off, I think the codes are like 10%, then it's like 50% off. Like, that's crazy. So I'm probably going to get, I know I'm going to get the palette, probably going to get at least one highlighter, maybe two, and maybe a blush, maybe two blushes. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't want to spend a ton of money because who the hell needs to spend all their money, right? But this is a good time to take advantage of sales and kind of get things at a discount. So I'm kind of like, maybe I should just do it. And the thing is, I have so many other things that I need to be using. Like I got the Corderosa from Sigma when they were having their sale. I got this bad boy, New Nude from Huda when it was half off. Plus I could use my discount from Sephora. I just got this. Hopefully you guys saw that video where I was talking about this one. I really like this palette so far. I also just got the Danessa Myricks palette. I'm still like trying this thing out. So far, really enjoying it. And then I ordered some palettes from Beauty Bay. I got the Fiery 2.0, which I love. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but color story wise, like look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's so me. I love this. I love the reds and like there's even like some berry kind of things going on, the oranges, the yellow. It's so fiery and beautiful, and I'm honestly wicked excited to play with this. Haven't touched it yet, but definitely excited to dip into it. And then I also got the Bright 2 from Beauty Bay. These things were half off, which is why I bought them. This is also beautiful. Look at that. So beautiful. I'm still a little undecided if I'm going to give this away like as a present to somebody or if I'm going to keep it. I don't know. We'll see. I have all these palettes that I need to be trying out. Oh, I almost forgot. I also have the Troublemaker palette that I'm still kind of getting to know. I've only used it Twice. I think I used it twice. But yeah, you know, I don't want to buy a million palettes and a million highlighters that I need to be trying, and you know, all this other stuff. And then, but you know what, I feel like once this whole sale thing is done, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm all set for a while. And honestly, I think I'll chill out for like several months, which will be nice because I can just enjoy the things that I have and not spend more money. Also though, Colourpop is doing all kinds of things this week. It started today. They released that vault with those new 9-pan palettes in them. I'm not like thrilled with the packaging with the open cover, or not open cover, but clear cover. But the color stories of those are really nice. And like, that's the kind of stuff that I like from Colourpop. They're colorful 9-pan palettes. I gotta be honest, I think I'm gonna get that little vault. But they have all these other amazing things going on. They're doing $9 9-pans on Thursday. They're doing, is it Friday when they're doing the, you buy a palette and a brush roll and it's $40, something like that. Then they also have like half off of lip vaults on one day, and they also, on another day, they're doing $5 lip products. I don't know. They're doing all these sales, and then there's 30% off of everything else. And I just want to take advantage of it. Like, I want to get things for other people, but I also want to get a ton of things for myself. I don't know, maybe I'm psycho, but I might be buying from them. I'm also super tempted to get a few Nomad Cosmetics palettes while they're doing their sale. I don't know. It's a lot, you guys. It's a lot of things. Okay, so we're catching up, right? We're talking about what I've been wearing. We kind of did this in reverse, right? I was going to talk about the things that I was going to buy later in the video, but I changed my mind. I'm a fickle bitch. I want to talk about the palettes that I've been wearing, and you know, in relation to my video where I said that I wanted to wear certain palettes through the fall. First off, I'll just tell you right off the bat, I didn't use this one. Maybe I'll end up using it in the spring this year, but then again, that's what I said, you know, when I first bought it. I was like, this feels a little bit more spring, maybe I'll use it in the spring, and then I never did. I don't know why. I just don't feel tempted to use this palette, but I did use its older sister. I did a few looks with this. I did a red look and I did a purple look. Like them both a lot. I want to use this palette more, but I have so many palettes. And then some palettes that you saw me use in videos were the Nightmare Before Christmas palette. I used the orange, gold, white. Did I use anything else? No, I used these three, and then I used one shade from the Break the Rules palette. I used, this one up top called Stay Radical. I loved that look. Did I say what video I used it in? I used I did this look in the pumpkin carving video that I did. It was a short bonus video that I posted the day of Halloween. I should have used this palette more. Oh, you know what? In my collab video with my friend Nicole, we did the Guess the Palette game. I wore this on my lid along with a liquid eyeshadow from About Face. It was just the liquid shadow as a base, this beautiful pink, kind of neutrally pink shimmer all over the lid, and then a really bright white metallic Super Shock in the inner corner. I thought that looked really good. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to do all my Halloween palettes first before I talk about like the autumn palettes, because Halloween is done. So I'm trying to, here's a sneak peek. I'm just trying to talk about those palettes first. I did use this one in a video. This is the Absinthe palette. I used it in the video where I did like the little spider web and the little spider on the other side. I don't know what side it actually was on, but if you saw that video, you saw me use this one. I love this palette. It's gorgeous. I'm fairly certain that I used this. I can't remember though. Did I use this? I don't know. I know that I used these together. I didn't post it in a video, and I posted it on Instagram, but only in my story. I did a combination of this palette, which is the Or Kid You Not palette, the deep purple palette from Colourpop. and Baby Got Peach. I was kind of inspired by one of those bad zodiac sign, whatever palettes that came out from Melt, because they had like a peach, pinky peach, and purple palette. So I decided to do a little look with the two of these. And the only reason that I didn't post pictures of it on my Instagram was because I went to put on liner and my eye was a little teary and the liner like ran up and I couldn't get rid of it no matter what I did. So I had to wash off the entire eye. Like I just got pissed off and I washed the whole left eye off. So I just had one eye. That was fun. So I just posted a picture, like a close-up picture of the one eye on my Instagram story. That was, and I didn't even save the picture, so I can't even like post it in this video or anything because like whatever. I did not use this one. This is Wine and Only. This is the deep red one. I just didn't ever end up feeling compelled to use this one. I don't know why. It is so beautiful, but I just didn't feel compelled to use it, so this one was a no. And then jumping back into palettes that you saw me use on camera in my videos, I used this beautiful palette in my my kind of silly video where I did like the clown makeup. I did like clown inspired makeup like for Halloween, kind of meant to inspire you to, you know, shop your stash, do something fun with your makeup for Halloween. I love this palette. It's so freaking beautiful. And then I also did a look with this palette. Not that many people watched this video, but I loved this video. I thought this one was so much fun and I loved every single look that I did with this palette. I think this palette is gorgeous. And ever since I did that video, I want to use this palette more. I think it's absolutely amazing. What was the name of that one? It was a little bit clickbaity, or I meant it to be. Didn't really bait that many clicks though. It was something about like, oh, a high-end eyeshadow palette for Halloween. I don't know, something like that, whatever I called it. If I remember correctly, that's just about it for the palettes that I listed in my Halloween section of the video. I did also mention Hella, this one again, the one that's on my eyes. I mentioned this one in that video, and I have worn this one a few times, you know, not just today. Actually, was it just the once before now? If I remember correctly, I think I wore this palette once. I just did a look with the shadows on the bottom and, well, like these ones and the pink ones. I don't know, but I did something like that. And then obviously today I have more shadows on. Today I'm wearing this green on my outer corner, this green sort of in the center of the lid, this green in the inner third, and this kind of yellow color in my inner corner, the yellow matte. I have this one here on my brow bone, kind of like as a highlight. Oh, when you go like that, you can see it. And then I, of course, have the two pinks through the crease. Pretty cool, huh? You know what? I forgot one. This one here, Blow and Smoke. I did mention this in the video. I actually didn't end up wearing this one for some reason. I don't know. It took me a while to like get into the Halloween spirit this year, so I didn't really do a ton of Halloween-y stuff. But yeah, I didn't end up wearing this one, but this is like a favorite all year round. I don't need it to be Halloween to love this palette. Now let's get into the more autumn stuff. I did wear this one, possibly a couple of times. This is the Red Dragon palette from Odin's Eye in collaboration with Judy. I don't like the way the light is hitting it. It's hard to see. But yeah, I definitely wore this one once or twice. Love this one. I for sure wore this one. This is the Sunset palette from Natasha Denona. Love this palette. I wore this one in conjunction with the Circo Loco palette the day that my husband and I went pumpkin picking, and I did like a coppery kind of orange look using the oranges in Circo Loco and some of the orangey copper shades in here. I think I used this one. I freaking love this palette. These shadows are so creamy and delicious. I love this palette. And it's kind of funny to me that I love it so much because before it went on sale for half off at Sephora, I had seen it and I was like, I don't need to spend money on that. Like, I was a little tempted to get it because the color story was interesting, but I was like, I don't need to spend all that money. But then I, saw that it was on sale, grabbed it. No regrets. I really love that palette. I think it's so great. Speaking of Natasha Denona, the My Dream palette, I definitely wore this one a few times, in October and November. Actually, maybe just October. Have I worn it recently? I don't know. I don't remember. I might have. But I really love this one. I think it's beautiful. I think it's great. I did crank up the autumn vibes with this one, the Love Fest palette. I wore the warm orange shades in this one. I paired it with Main Squeeze, which is a Colourpop palette, and I used the this shade up here, which is like a gold. It's like a gold red duochrome. I talked about this one a little bit in my palette collection video, where I was talking about my 9 pans. I love this shade. It's so freaking amazing. And if you were paying attention, I actually had that look on when I did my eyeshadow palette collection number 2 video, where I talked just about my 9 pans. So I was wearing 2 9-pan palettes on my eyes in that video. Also from Huda, I did wear the Naughty Nude palette. I think I just wore it once, but I definitely wore it. Beautiful, right? I love this palette. I'm trying to remember what I did though. I can't remember what look I did. It was like a neutral look. I remember that. Obviously. And then last but not least, obviously, this gorgeous palette from Nomad. This is my first palette that I've tried from them, and it has made me want to try them again. I definitely wore this palette like 4, maybe 5 times. Because I did my first look, which was like the reds and the oranges, and then I did another look which was like the oranges and the yellows, and then I did a look that was I did a look that was just like the greens and the cool tones, and then I did a look where I mixed the greens with the yellows. I think I also had some red in there. I don't know, but I've used this palette several times. I really, really like this one. It's a good one. Okay, so I think that was all of the palettes that I mentioned in that video for, things that I wanted to wear in the autumn. The autumn's not quite over yet, but I do feel like it's a little bit past the time to be wearing, like this palette with the bright autumn leaf colors. Everything's a lot more gray now. There's not, all those pretty autumn colors. I still am loving this time of year, but it's starting to transition into winter. I am going to do a video about things that I am excited to wear in the winter. I have some idea of what I want to put in that, but let's count how many palettes I said that I wanted to use and did use versus said that I wanted to use and didn't use. So for the nose, for palettes that I didn't use, it's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 palettes out of all the things that I said I wanted to use. I think I did a pretty good job, right? For the ones that I did use, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. That's a good ratio. So I hope that you enjoyed this little catching up with me video, little talk about what I've been wearing, throughout this season, which is my favorite season. The season is very important to me. I think I mentioned this in my video where I talked about palettes I was excited to use in fall. I keep referring back to that video in this one, but I mentioned how I always get more creative in this season, and I definitely started my Instagram account, my makeup Instagram account in I think it was October of last year. It was like right before Halloween. I started my YouTube channel in October of this year. I always just get inspired to do things in the autumn, and I don't know. So it was fun celebrating autumn with these different color stories and eyeshadow palettes and doing all sorts of fun looks. like this one. But I am looking forward to the Christmas season and the winter and, you know, everything that brings. So get excited because I'm going to do a video about palettes that I'm excited to use in the winter. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Probably soon, though. Maybe right after Thanksgiving here in the US. I'll do that. But yeah. Tell me what you think of my look. Do you think I look insane? I like it. I don't know. I do look a little bit insane, but like in a good way. Insanely cool. Oh, now I look like... No. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully I'll be seeing you again soon. I'm going to be posting again on Sunday as usual. Oh, let me know if y'all... what? If you guys would like to see me do a video about basically ranking all of my Colourpop products. All my 9 pans, all my mega palettes, my 12 pans, everything. Let me know. Let me know if that's something that you would want to see, because I don't know, I thought about that today and I was like, you know what? That could be a lot of fun. If I do it though, I kind of want to get it out in time for the sale. I mean, the sale's already started, but maybe I'll do a bonus video. Maybe I'll post it early. I will have some extra time, right? Because I'm going to be off. Anyway, oh, speaking of which, I'm going to be off next week. I took some time off next week. You might be seeing some more fun videos since I'm going to have time to do it. And anyway, that's it for this one.